What's going on, Meta fam? We are here for another action-packed video, so just make sure you smash the thumbs up. Today marks the 300th day since the MMTLP U3 halt. That's right, and let's get into it. It's a big problem when a brokerage's fiduciary responsibility to their client is overshadowed by the presumed consequence of raising opposition of actions of the regulators, to which they answer. Let's use FINRA's and TD Ameritrade as examples. Now, he has I think it's like a 7-page, yes, this thread's about 6 or 7 pages long. I may come back and do a separate video on his whole thread here. It's really great DD. But for this video, we're going to focus on more of all the other news going around this, because this is like hard to believe, guys. Can you believe? You ever think we'd be here 300 days later since that December 9th U3 halt? Will we hit a whole year? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Will we hit the day of 365 days? Crazy we hit a 300-day mark. Let's move forward. All right, so if you didn't know here, there was an 8K filed, I believe it was yesterday actually, with Nextbridge Hydrocarbons had a Form 8K. And Junk Savvy here has a post pretty much breaking down exactly what the 8K was. Nextbridge Hydrocarbons given a 3-month extension on Greg McCabe's $20 million unsecured loan. Effective October 1st, 2023, Nextbridge Hydrocarbons, the company, entered a third agreement to 8% secured promissory note originally issued September 30th, 2021, as amended from time to time, 2021 note in favor of Gregory McCabe, successor in interest of METATERRY, the lender. Amendment number 3 extends the maturity date of 2021 note from October 3rd, 2023 through January 3rd, 2024. No other changes were made to the 2021 note. And there it is. So that is pretty much the quick summary of this here. It was just a 3-month extension, and now this is good through January 3rd, 2024. Going to the next picture here, and what you're about to see and what we're going to read off here. Does the 3-month extension have anything to do with this? Like I said, this is just all speculation. There was a space call by Busy Brands, Junk Savvy, and Scene Plant was on that earlier, so make sure you go listen to that. You'll get to hear them all talk about, everything's currently speculation, but this here is proof. This picture is proof. Look at this here. There is an oil rig right there, and a lot of the key things here is this picture that was sent in to Scene Plant from someone. That person is remaining anonymous, but you can see here, guys, they have those mobile homes and a lot of stuff here that those people are there for a long time. People's going to be living pretty much here for a period of time as they do the work there. So that's pretty exciting. C-Plan here says, MMTLP, it's the moment we've all been waiting on. So let's get ready to rumble or put some oil in the tanks. Congratulations to all shareholders. All you naysayers can chew on this for a while and then get back to us with your BS claims of no money, no drilling, and no production. Have an MMTLP kind of day. And I tell you what, it could not have came better than the 300 days since the MMTLP U3 halt. A lot of times here, guys, we are talking about how we were screwed over by FINRA, the SEC, the stock market. And yes, we was screwed over. But always keep in mind, when this was going on, if the short squeeze never happened, we still had an oil and gas company as the underlying asset. And that's what was really exciting about this play. Because a lot of stocks, they had that short squeeze potential, and it may or may not happen. And this one would have probably definitely happened if FINRA didn't U3 halt it. But since FINRA did that, keep in mind, guys, we still have Nextbridge, the Oro Grande project, which is really exciting as the underlying asset to our shares on this as well. So thank you, C-Plan, for this information. Like I said, this was huge news to come out for day number 300 of the MMTLP U3 halt. All right, Bradley Tate here. I'm going to focus on his post here. 2 Iowa senators asking to hear from you. Senator Joni Ernst, all of us said by call she is willing to help and wants to hear from you. Gives a phone number here. And Senator Chuck Grassley also wants to hear from you. You can call, write, or email and schedule a Zoom call. And this here is the email. I'm going to deactivate my camera a second. We'll zoom in on it. And just so you guys can see it here, if you didn't see it, but there we go, nice and big there. So I'm not going to go over and read this whole letter, but just want you to kind of see everything here that was sent to Bradley. And you can take a screenshot if need be if you don't have Twitter. I know a lot of my YouTube people do not have Twitter, so they do appreciate these videos of getting this information on YouTube for the people that does not have Twitter. All right, so we can go back out of that, and we'll get the camera back here. Boom. Okay, let's go back here then. Trading Secrets Alley says, MMTLP, thanks for your concerted efforts at Bradley. Let's keep up the cause, and if any constituents of Iowa can get in touch with Senator Joni Ernst and Senator Chuck Grassley, would be great. So, and there oh, that one's not loading up. But anyway, you can get in touch with those there because you need the constituents are really big with able to get that word to Congress. Richard Hoffman here says, MMTLP initial arbitration hearing continued to add a third arbiter. I had one removed for cause. Also, John Berta has agreed to testify in my case. Now that is huge. That is amazing news, guys. Richard here, he's one of the people that had a case out, him, Alan Hensley, and I think that's the main ones right now, Richard's and Alan's cases. And Richard here has something really good going on. I know he was going after Fidelity, which has me intrigued because I have Fidelity. So we'll see what happens here with Richard and whatever happens here. But it's pretty awesome that John Berta still stepping in for the retail investor, telling Richard he would testify if need be. And that's huge. That is freaking huge to have John Berta in your corner in your lawsuit here. So that's pretty amazing. And I saw this and wanted to highlight this here. And like I said, guys, we're going to see what happens here. G-Man did a post yesterday and said they would be proud and Tony would have done an uplifting video about this news. Thank you for the space, news, and sir. So Paul had a space yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And G-Man did this post here. These are people that has passed that are MMTLP shareholders. And our dear friend Tony here, recently passed, which is just heartbreaking. But these are other people that has passed as well. And Paul T did this post here, says, to our dearly departed MMTLP family, we will have a resolution very soon. FINRA and SEC will suffer a great defeat in the coming weeks. Everyone will be made whole. A class action lawsuit will then be filed. Discovery will uncover fraud on a massive scale. Discovery will identify those whom violated the RICO Act. A criminal lawsuit will be filed by the DOJ regarding evidence we provide them via our discovery. The day of reckoning is at hand. Yes, so keep in mind, guys, once we get made whole and all this is all settled and done, there's going to be lawsuits out the wazoo coming on. So there could be settlements like the civil class action. You could be getting checks years down the road as well, or months down the road, because there will be possible class action, RICO lawsuits, and all the shareholders will probably have money coming in for a while once this gets resolved. So that's kind of exciting to know as well. We're going to get taken care of. We're going to get resolved. And hopefully all this plays out the way we want. Paul T working hard here, guys. And I think he said in that space that FINRA, SEC, we're supposed to have a meeting about MMTLP. So we will see if FINRA shows up to that meeting, and we'll see if we get any updates on that situation. I'll be really exciting to hear if FINRA actually shows up to the meeting, because they like to dodge those meetings for some reason. So yeah, that is it for today's video. I'm going to end today's video with, that's right, the knife of the day. Put it at the very end of the video. So that way I'm not mixing an MMTLP and the knife. It comes at the end of the video. This is where I can ramble on for a minute or so. So this one here is a cool knife that I just got in my order I'd placed. Another brass knuckle one, man. It's cool. Got the American flag up on it. Got the knuckle buster there, the glass buster, whatever you want to call it. Bust out some glass, bust someone's head, bust a helmet, whatever you want to call it. And it has design on the front, design on the back, front, all that, man. Fits in your hand perfectly with that, man. Double breast, not got the spikes there on it. I love this stuff, man. I love these knives. They're really cool. Keep in mind, check this out. That baby flips up really nice, don't it? That baby was like, whoa. And it fits in your hand perfect there. It has a nice double-edged blade there on it. It's a beautiful, beautiful knife there. So love it. Thank you all again for your love and support. Smash the thumbs up. I'll catch you all in the next video, guys. Peace.